Salvete Spectatores, it's Masopust, and I want to show you another online battle of Attila. It's me versus the Eastern Romans versus my opponent Yafien as the Danes. And I wanted this to show you mainly due to one reason, as you can see, Tagmata spam on its way. My opponent was furious and, well, he's not playing because he pimped up his Nordic horse lords with 9 chevrons, up to 3 gold, and he complained, well, that they were outperformed by my Tagmata. Let's cover the armies real quick. I have 2 Tagmata on each flank. They are the strongest and most cost-effective horse unit in the game. They will stomp shockhev, they will stomp elephants, they will stomp infantry and spears, just everything. But of course best used in the rear of infantry that is already engaged. I have Limitane Border Guards as a supporting unit, 2 Cataphracti and my Comes behind my main infantry to protect them from frontal charges. 2 Exploratores as rather expensive meat shields. They are not suited well for that role. And my main line is 6 Eastern Armored Legio, rather standard. My opponent fields 3 Nordic Pikes, I believe as just a pushing unit and also meat shield, they are cheap. Then he has Chosen Warriors with some chevrons, 4 of them. 2 Nordic Bows in the back for supporting fire, 1 Nordic Warlord, he's on foot. You can see him, somewhere in the middle. Yeah, that's him. And then 4 very pimped up horse lords, as I mentioned before, supported by Nordic spears, also 2. So we have rather similar armies, although I only went without bows, just a rush build, cav heavy, infantry heavy. I think that's rather strong at the moment. Archers are not too strong, they can be dealt with relatively easily and don't have too much ammo. Well, they have 12 in this case. And they do not do much damage, although some bows are extremely cheap and can be used for the fear effect of fire arrows. I'll cover that in a later video. So we are drawing up our lines, and at some point my opponent decides to attack. I'm just standing still and await his assault. Here's spear and spears. Nobody wants to engage the cav. And my Explorators don't want to face off against these pikes, although I should have. Well, they charge into each other without formation, so that's bad for them. And here my opponent charges, gets counter-charged by my Tagmata and Cataphracti. Same thing happens on the other flank. Tagmata versus very strong Nordic horse lords, with strong I mean upgraded. And you will see that at the beginning not much happens, but as the fight continues, they will get destroyed by my Tagmata, who doesn't lose anything.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Here I get surrounded, but my Explorators did their job. They interrupted the enemy lines and there is no pike formation seen anywhere. So my Eastern Armored Legio, who have much holding power, should be in a good shape. Whilst my general sneaks through this line and just goes for the archers. Nordic bows are not a huge threat, but okay. What's done is done. And as you can see here, my Tagmata one-on-one wins easily against the Nordic horse lords. Killing archers is good for the balance of power bar, as it reduces the morale on enemy units in general. And also there's some cav in the rear that will affect the morale as well. So at this point my opponent rages on in the chat about how super ridiculously strong the cav is, and he's right, I knew that, and therefore I picked the Tagmata. It's a little bit cheating. Maybe you could agree, if you pick the Eastern Romans, that you play without Tagmata, they have other valid horse options too. And in every instance the cav got destroyed, and I have like 60 cav units in this Tagmata unit left. And I destroyed a whole Nordic Horse Lord with 9 Chevrons. That's just insane. With mopping up both flanks, my opponent can't do really much. It's a GG at this point. And even in the sword department, he's not outperforming me because I have Cataphractari. And I don't know. Chosen Warriors against Eastern Armored Legio, they're somewhat similar. I'd say they're a little bit stronger than mine, but I had 6 of them and he had only 4. So that's a factor. And now you can see I'm completely surrounding him, and here my line broke due to numbers on my opponent's side. But Tagmata just clears house and kills everything off that's standing. The Cataphractari are not a very strong unit, but combined with Tagmata, who have the super strong holding power, they can be effective. Here's some sweet charges into moving units. That's always super painful. And mind that those Chosen Warriors are not a crappy unit, but look at the numbers. They're dropping like 10 every second after a charge. They're not wavering yet. That's interesting. General will die soon. So if you play Eastern Romans and you carry Tagmata in your army, it's a guaranteed win if you don't, well, do something very stupid. And now due to army losses, the whole army routes. The victory felt a little bit stale, I have to be honest, and in the future I won't use Tagmata in Eastern Roman Empire armies anymore. Just wanted to demonstrate you what it can do against a relative similar opponent with a similar army build. Now look at the kills. My Tagmata, none of them died. They have all relatively high numbers left. Only this one got decimated by half. And they killed, not super strong, but those are all cav kills, most of them, and they're strong cav kills. So that's absolutely ridiculous. My general performed very well in killing all the archers. On the enemy horse lords didn't stand a chance whatsoever. So that's ridiculously unbalanced, and I hope CA will fix the Tagmata OP status soon. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.